Whatever you want. We don't care.
He does.
Yeah, I said whatever.
I know it's whatever.
That's my name, and I'm calling it. What was that?
Yeah, I don't care.
I care.
What's up, McCall? What up, everybody? Welcome to It's NUFFA podcast, the place to be when you've had enough of life problems. What up, everybody? It's me, Tim, Kid 1, Afro 2, and I'm with the usual crew. We got Hector.
What's good, everybody? You can follow me at gorilla_smurf.
And we got the Beat On Studios, Brandon.
What up? What up? It's me.
And we got the nickname for life, Lakita.
Not my nickname.
Stirring up trouble.
And we got some special guests in here. First off, we got over here at Beat On Studios, we have Marcus. What's up, Marcus?
So,
Lakita, do you want to introduce Marcus, or Marcus, you want to introduce
yeah,
yourself?
let's do background. Just quick little background. What's up?
Where'd you guys meet or whatever?
I met. And we're kind of like the same person. He's dorky. I'm dorky.
Oh, so you're trying to be a police officer too?
Yeah.
Do you think you're better than Stephanie?
Nah,
I mean,
technically Stephanie's better than
It's
you.
like all the time.
I'm one of the. She's like Django, and I'm like fucking Steve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So are you gonna do the same strategy and talk to every single police officer in the world?
You know, game that.
Okay, it seems like the number one strategy.
I'm sure we won't see you in Pride Parade.
Oh no!
Yeah, you gotta get that.
Like
was,
in front with the captain or
Actually,
whatever.
I was gonna go, but I was too fucked up from the night before.
Oh, yep.
Trash. I didn't make the break.
Oh, man.
I'm messed up. You could have had a chance.
I could have, but you'd be right up there with her.
I would have pulled you up there too if I saw you.
And next up we have another special guest, beaming in live from Maryland. Is that where you're at? I don't know where you are. Maryland. The north-south state. That's what we can
Northern, southern.
The Pacific North-South, because we figured that out last week.
Pacific North-South.
The
Yeah, we
Atlantic
had a little
South. What's up, Tina? How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
And did you want to introduce yourself, or what's going on with you?
Say a little something about how you and Stephanie. Stephanie's supposed to be introducing her guests. And she
I know,
ate.
like the fudge. Okay. I'm Christina. I met Stephanie when she moved, like, to my school district. Like, that was 3rd grade. She sang Powerpuff Girls songs on bus. And I was like, oh my god, you like the Powerpuff Girls, we should like link up, and the rest is history.
She was Bubbles and I was Buttercup.
We never really found a stable blossom throughout all the years.
Had quite a few, but they never stuck around with it.
Never.
Do you want to do a shout out to your traveling blog or something? I know you have that out.
Okay, you can follow me at A Ticket for Two on Instagram, A Ticket for Two on Twitter. It's aticketfor2.com. Shout outs to justlikemusic.typepad.com. That's it.
Shout out to my moms, my sister, my brother.
Shout out to my mom. Shout out to the people holding it down. POP, hold it down.
So, have you? Did you just get back from anywhere, or I know you've been traveling on all types of stuff. I don't know. I haven't been following you lately.
I just came back from the other planet that is Otakon.
Okay.
Otakon is fantastic.
So what is Otakon for people who don't know? I don't know.
Short summary. It is the largest anime convention on the East Coast. It's in Baltimore, Maryland. It had about, I don't know, like a ridiculous amount of people. I heard numbers, but I wasn't sure where the comma was, so I'm not going to repeat them.
Does it sell out usually, or is it the most?
I don't know, but it's also known as LineCon because the lines are effing ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
So, like, you can't get into anywhere without lining up hours ahead of time.
Post version of Figuricon.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So was it Comic-Con or?
I'm trying to make sure I get it.
It's totally anime.
Oh,
All
totally
anime. Okay.
So it's like their version of SakuraCon, yeah.
Yeah, exactly the same thing. Okay. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So did you buy anything cool? Did you
Look
get
at
any
what she's
autographs?
wearing.
Did you see any cool cosplay?
Okay, saw a lot of cool cosplay. Because I've been out of the anime game for about like 6 years,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know all the cool stuff that's happening now. Like I don't watch Kill La Kill, and there's a lot of cosplay of that, all kinds of boobs everywhere. Um, I haven't been keeping up with like Sound Euphonium or what's the other one? Psycho, Psycho something.
Psychopaths.
It's like something with a cop and
Yeah,
IDK.
Oh, I know Psychopath. That's
Yeah.
actually
Psychopath. Yeah. There was a lot of cosplay of that, but I was mostly focused on the video game cosplay, so I saw a lot of Final Fantasy characters. I'm pretty sure that like people who cosplay as like whole complete Pokemon, pretty sure they're like borderline furries. Saw a lot of them too. Saw a lot of Kigurumi, which is what I'm wearing right now. It's a adult size onesie. I didn't want one until I saw one, and now I have one. And that's the long and short of it. I went to a few panels. Oh, go ahead.
I think the coolest thing about, I mean, like the rarest thing you see is black cosplayers.
Ah, I love black cosplayers.
That's the best. Also,
It's so refreshing. Like I saw a Link and he had like dreadlocks, and I was like, "Yo, what up, Link?" And he was like, "Hey." Saw some Inuyasha black cosplayers. Saw some Final Fantasy black cosplayers. It was all over the place. It was a wonderful time. I felt really loved and included.
I think Marcus has a question.
So do you guys consider Samurai Champloo anime?
Yeah, anime. Samurai Champloo. Yeah, it's pretty good. Everyone loves Samurai.
I mean, Samurai
Afro
Champloo.
Samurai. Same difference. Like Afro Samurai.
I just thought Samurai Champloo was way more gangster.
Oh, okay.
In whole.
I mean, I just like Samuel L. Yeah, I'm good. But yeah, man. It's always crazy. So yeah, what's going on with you guys? Anybody have anything going on?
I finally got to try on an SPD uniform.
Oh,
Shit.
It's starting to sink in now.
All right, I will definitely put myself out on blast here. So literally, when I put that uniform on, you know how you're supposed to have that moment, like you put on a costume. I'm a warrior. Nothing changed. I put that costume on. I looked at myself. That costume. I put on a uniform. And I looked in the mirror, and I was just like, oh my god. And my sponsor was standing right next to me. He's just like, what did I tell you? He's just like, you look at me as your hero, but you gotta be somebody else's hero. And I like was no braver. I was no like more badass. I'm looking at myself just like, okay, I'm the one that has to make this uniform. And it just clicked in my head instantly. I was just like, this is scary as hell.
So what you're saying is you did some police cosplay? We got you.
There you go. Yeah, I couldn't post any of it. I wasn't.
Police-a-con.
Yeah, I wasn't pictures and stuff, but no, it sunk in. Cause like for a moment there, I was just like, whoa, you know, it was like reality check for me. And to have, you know, a sergeant standing there, like, looking at me, too, just like, okay, this is, you know, who you're going to be. Get ready to actually put it on. And it felt good to put it on. Trust me, I was, like, in heaven. But also the reality check and, like, responsibility came into. Because I was like, okay, you put this on, you're going to see the same person. It's just everybody else is going to look at you different.
Don't let it get to your head. You're still the same.
No, it didn't get to my head at all. It opened me up even more because I was just like, dang. Because I still look like a kid to me. I see what they see now. But also I feel like this person who's just made this big accomplishment too. So
after putting it on, you realize, man, I got like way more work.
Well, yeah, that's what clicked in my head. Because like when I put it on, it was just like, oh, I'm so happy to put on this uniform. Yay, look, it says Seattle PD, and I'm just like, holy shit.
You thought you were gonna put it on, and be like, instant pro.
Oh yeah, because there's a part of me.
I know what you're doing every situation.
Yeah, there was like a juvenile part of me. It was just like, this is like not a costume, but like a superhero. You know, like you put on this thing, you just feel like you're just ready to do this. It's
kind of like, you know, how we put on our gowns after we graduate and we feel no different.
No different. You just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit pissed me off. I had to go and spend $50 on a gown and a hat, man.
Will I have a job? And when can I pay these loans?
At least with this one, I know I have a job. But for an update, I'm still waiting on medical clearance. I don't know if I said this in the last podcast, but the tachycardia, scare, crap, or whatever. I still have to get clearance for that. So I'm just going to my own doctor for them just to give me like a
physical clearance.
Yeah, physical clearance. So what I have is nothing to worry about. It's just a fast heart rate. But from what they were saying, I just was dehydrated at the time they took the test, and you just have to go to make sure it's not like underlying stuff. So I don't have arrhythmia, don't have any pain or dizziness or fatigue from it. So I'm just like, why am I going to spend money on this for you just to be like, I'm okay? Just drink more
Oh
water.
yeah, you got to pay money to go in every time.
Yeah, so why
Are
did
you just paying copay or are you paying?
no? So when I got my first checkup done through SPD, it was fine. But now they're getting me to do a follow up through my doctor, which I don't have one, so I have to find one.
Yeah, that's.
But yes, I was just like, are you serious for you to be like drink water? I'm really irritated, but I need clearance for that before I actually.
Wish you would have had a Gatorade before you went at that first.
I wish, but they actually screwed me over because they scheduled my actual blood lab test before my stress. So for that, you're not supposed to eat 8 hours before for the lab test, but for the stress test, you're supposed to eat 2 hours before. 30 minutes in between for me to get to the test. So by the time I got to my stress test, I was like not responsive. My heart rate was up to like 180 plus, and like I would not calm down because they were just like, "Wait, you did not eat before this?" I was like, "No, I'm feeling kind of lightheaded." She's like, "Oh my god!" So she rushed and gave me like apple juice and water. I'm sitting there for like 20 minutes for me to calm down. It finally went back down to 70, but for them, they got to document it. So it's just like, oh, okay. So now your heart is acting weird. So they gave me a referral for sinus tachycardia, which is the actual term for it. But it's tachycardia without like the electrical weird pulse. An anomaly without arrhythmia and stuff, so it just means fast heart rate, which is crazy. It's the opposite of what I am because I do a lot of cardio and stuff.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah, because they're just like, you're fit.
Well, do you have any family history of it though?
No, I've never had
nothing.
This just came out of nowhere.
They
Okay.
like, oh man, you look like you have no energy.
Which is funny because like
opposite of what's actually
opposite of what so it's more annoying for me because like I got all this done, I'm accepted in, but I have this one last little thing that I have to do, and I'm just like, oh my god. But I'm glad it's something this small and whatever compared to like my arm falling off or some underlying thing I didn't know I had. But this makes more sense than going in for like a tumor or something. That could have popped up easily too, because we did everything. You can imagine X-rays, blood tests, this test. I mean, everything came back except the weekend.
No, but I'm just saying.
Hell is it?
Yeah, we're getting.
I know you ain't got that TV on, Hector.
No, it's not. It's not mine.
Is it me?
I don't know.
No, yeah, it's not mine. I was like, for a second, I was like, is it mine? No, it's not
He
mine.
had to look up to his TV too.
Yeah. Anyway.
But anyway, other than that, that was like the highlight of my week is finally putting on a uniform. I got my PT gear set up, so I have to go back actually really soon this week to go pick it up. That's the PT gear. You have to go where you go take your test and equipment. Yeah, last name and like the ugly sweatpants and stuff like that. They had to order everything extra small because they didn't have it in the store and everything's too big for me. And I was just like, damn. Can you imagine me putting on a uniform and me just standing at myself and the sleeves are too long? I'm like, yes, I'm an officer.
Exactly. That's how I kind of expected.
Yeah, because everything was too big, so I gotta get a lot of stuff not custom made, but downsized for sure. But yeah.
You're gonna get the baggy outfit.
No.
You're gonna come out looking like Blade Little Sister.
Why I gotta come back? The first time I went to Comic Con, I got called Blade's little sister, and I'm like, I'm not cosplaying.
While she's dressed in her regular clothes.
I'm dressed in my regular clothes. I was so mad. I was like, this is me every day. I should have dressed normal to cosplay. Look at you, cracking up.
Yeah,
I'm not. Like, it's sinking in. I'm like, who ever thought of that? Like, amazing. High quality stuff.
Not funny, though. I wasn't trying.
Actually, when we went to SakuraCon also, Nikita was called Michonne this time. And all she was missing was the score. Michonne was Walking Dead.
Because of the stupid twist?
Yeah.
Hold on, I have to look that up. Who was that?
From The Walking Dead?
The one black chick with the sword?
The one black chick? Okay, that's all you had to say. I know her.
And dreads? Yeah, you can't miss it.
That one, the girl. Okay.
I mean, I ain't doing shit. I'm just waiting on my separation date from work. So that's all. I'm just trying to coast until I can get the fuck out of there.
How about you, Hector? What's going on?
Nothing.
Huh?
My boy Mark.
What?
Make it.
What's going on, Hector?
Nothing much, man. Shit, it's been one of those weeks. Just been watching my dog and shit. He's doing better now, so I'm glad that shit's over with. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
So your dog's all right now? Are we good?
Well, like a couple days ago, there was little droplets of blood and shit, like here and there. But it was, yeah. Well, no, I'm saying like this was recently, like about 2 days ago and shit. But the blood was like real, like mixed with, you know what I'm talking about? It was like it was barely there, kinda. It was like
I think you need to
dark
update
and
Tina
shit.
on what you're talking about. Tina's like, what in the
Oh,
world?
my fault.
And his dog there was like blood all over the place, and then he saw his dog struggling. He took the dog to the vet, and then it was way more crazy than that.
Yeah. Long story short, I came home one day and my dog was just like, there's just blood everywhere, and I'm like, where the fuck is this coming from? I took him to the vet, and they're like, look, he has crystals in his kidneys. They're like, if he doesn't get any better, we're gonna have to get like prescription food for him. They're like, if not, just watch him, like keep monitoring him, and they're like, keep seeing that his piss comes out, like clear or whatever. If it doesn't get better, then take him back to the vet. And so far, I've been giving him a whole bunch of water, mixing water with his food, and he's doing better now though. So a couple days ago, there was a couple of droplets of blood, but it was like, it was mixed with piss and shit, so it wasn't that bad. And today or whatever, I looked and shit, and he's pissing fine, so we're good. So yeah, but that's how it is, man. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's really it. Oh, that shit, and then I think I told you guys a couple days ago, man, there was like the weirdest motherfucker that was like walking down the street and shit.
Yeah.
So so I come home right in the morning and shit. It's like 8, 9 in the morning. This dude has on a hood and some sunglasses, and I was like, I don't know if it's just me, but I was like, this motherfucker looks like he's up to no good right now. And I was like, and he's wearing like a hoodie and shit, and he's trying to cover up his face, and I was like, the fuck are you doing, man? So I pull up to my house, and he like looks at his phone, and he's like, oh, and he walks up the street, and I was like, oh, what, man? I was like, I'm like, oh, what? Where the fuck were you going? And I'm like, why the fuck did you just turn around? But that's pretty much it, though. Yeah.
Scared him off.
Yeah.
Briefly. On this block.
He's just waiting on that next opportunity, probably.
After that last time, yeah. After that last time, it was like a missed opportunity. I was like, shit. But yeah. That's it, man. That's it.
For me, not a lot going on. Got a work barbecue. Tina, you got some music in the background or something?
Okay, I was wondering if it was me. Yeah, I have sappy R&B music. I'll go turn it off. The thing is, it's so quiet in my house, and my sister's asleep, so I was like, it'd just be weird if I'm in here talking to myself. With the sappy romantic music, it sounds like I'm talking to myself while being sad, I guess.
Anyways. So we had a work barbecue. It was like a crazy work party. There's a bunch of food trucks. They're all free. Pretty dope. That was the coolest thing that happened last week for me. In general, I just got some girl. They had like a pizza food truck, gumbo.
What a fucking lifestyle. Tim just, god damn it, man. What a fucking lifestyle. Roombas, Xbox Ones, catering, God, man, lavish lifestyle. I'm a little jelly. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the
his own personal chef.
Man.
That's the cool thing about being at a software gig, but I don't have it that good because I have a roommate that works at Google, and he said they got free food like every day. Like there's literally an area you go.
So you still got some room for improvement.
Yeah. Once I'm that pro, then I know. Yeah. He's like everyone that ends up quitting there or or gets fired or whatever, they say the worst thing about is they have to remember to bring lunch now. It sucks. And I'm like, oh yeah.
That's the worst thing about it.
That's the way, bro. Oh man.
But no, yeah, it was really dope. Like having a dope barbecue and everything, and all free food trucks were dope. So that was, like I said, really cool. Happened this week, summer barbecue. And other than that, there was a Seafair parade. Did any of you guys go?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I had to work, but I could hear it like right outside.
So Seafair is every year around the same time. Summer, we have like a hydroplane race up here in Seattle. And there's like hydroplanes and like Blue Angels, which are like flying jets and stuff, and they do tricks and stuff. So it's a big thing every year here in Seattle. And
wait, the Blue Angels came back? Because I thought they were gone, weren't they?
Well, they were canceled this year.
You didn't hear them?
Well,
no, I'll be honest, for real, I didn't.
Did you?
I thought they went to the bridge. They didn't fly to the...
Because I heard that funding was cut this year, so they weren't actually doing the whole...
They usually have
so they just had one.
They don't have the official Blue Angels, which are like these blue jets. They have some other weird airplanes.
Yeah, and it's only for 1 day versus the 3 days.
I was sitting here like, how do they cut
like the knockoff brand? Oh, man.
The Eagles, the blue pigeon.
Yeah, what the hell? The Blue Angels is this rock group? No.
I was like, how did they cut the budget for that? Isn't that federal? But no, you're talking about the off-brand. Okay.
But so there was a parade this last weekend, and then this weekend it's going to be the race. So yeah, did you guys go to the parade?
No, I could hear it from outside.
Cinerama right next door to it.
Yeah, we talked front seat.
And,
Wait, did any of you guys go to the block party though, or no?
Oh, yeah, Capitol Hill.
No,
Yeah.
Nope, I didn't do that either.
I didn't go to it, but I was right next door to that too, since I live on Broadway.
Good shit.
And that's it. That's just like a block party that has been some concerts. But yeah, for the most part, it's been pretty chill. And like so I think right now we have a bunch of sailors outside walking around. Full sailor Navy gear.
Why don't you like sailors?
That's right. That's right.
No.
That's right about that.
Marcus, why are you anti-sailor?
Well, I used to be in the Coast Guard. I got out of the Coast Guard.
Oh, that's why. I understand.
5 months ago. So, I mean, the Coast Guard and the Navy doesn't get along. I don't know if you guys know this.
Oh,
cool
yeah.
fun stuff. You guys ever watch Popeye the Sailor Man?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Popeye is a Coast Guardsman. He's a coastie, and his arch nemesis, the big ass dude with the red and
Pluto.
black.
That's hilarious.
He's
Are you fucking serious? Are you for look? The whole time I thought it was because he was trying to get into Olive Oil's pub. You know what I mean, though? That's the whole time I thought they were fighting. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was Coast Guard. So, actually, I actually despise Seafair a lot because I normally had to work it. So we had to do boating under the influence patrols all the time. And
so did you have to like extra watch those Army ships then?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what's going on there.
And every time we'd get off, like during the night or whatever, we'd all go out. And a coastie bar actually downtown in Pike Place Market, Kells. Yep.
Yeah.
That's like a straight coastie bar. Like all the coasties go to that bar all the fucking time. All the fucking Navy dudes, when it's Seafair, come here and they try and fuck shit up. So like 2 years ago, after a long day, me and like 10 of my boys from the Coast Guard
struggle
was like trying to hold down our turf. We were like, fuck that, this is our spot. And 20 Navy dudes was just bugging out. But we like beat the fuck out of them because
they ate their spinach.
Like, I'm about to turn green in this bitch.
That is some funny stuff.
But yeah, just a little fun fact. Popeye and Popeye Sailor Man was a Coast Guardsman, and his arch nemesis.
Yeah, that's really dope.
Damn, we got educated.
So you said we got
because I didn't know that.
We got
either.
some Seafair education.
Yeah,
for real.
But yeah, they're in town walking around. You know, hopefully the Coast Guard comes and beats them up, but who knows?
Not
and other than that though, then yeah, we're getting ready for hydroplane Blue Angel races. Are you guys gonna go to any of that stuff? Anybody over here?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, go check out the bridge, Blue Angels.
I mean, we did that like 1 year.
Now
the
you're
first
done.
year.
Now you're done.
Yeah, I mean,
Stephanie's first year. Oh, Blue Angels, so good.
when you seen it, when you seen it once, you like you don't need to. Yeah.
Just like when you saw the Space Needle first time, you were like, "What the hell is that?"
And I was pissed that I paid to go up the Space Needle. And
that?
because my mom was like, "You want to? We're going, right?" And I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was mad.
I've
like,
lived here for 4 years and I have yet to be at the Space Needle.
I only did it because this was when we first got here. And she was like, "Well,
I mean,
we're going, right?"
The weakest thing is the Space Needle is not even the tallest building here, so it's like
That's what I'm saying.
It really isn't. It really isn't. And the food up there is definitely not that
It's
great.
that expensive.
She wanted the food. It's mom's fault, man. Mom wanted the food.
Yeah, I'd have told mom straight up, like,
I didn't know. We both came, like we had both just moved here, or I had moved here, and
His mom's old school. You would have been his ass. I'm going up there.
Oh shit.
she came with me, and it's kind of like a see me off deal because I'm moving, and so she was like, "Well, I heard all about the Space Needle restaurant. We gotta go, right?" And I was like, "I didn't know shit about it. It was terrible. No price." Oh my God, our bill was like $70
Yeah,
with just the two of us. I was like, "Get the fuck out."
But the
of here.
coolest
And it wasn't
part,
even that good.
the coolest part is it spins around.
That shit gets
Man.
motion sickness.
And I get pretty bad motion sickness, but I wasn't.
Paying attention.
It wasn't hitting.
He was
me
just
up
mad.
there.
He was just so mad.
I was so mad about the price that I didn't feel that I was turning.
He was just so pissed at the top turning slowly. This is some bullshit. It's turning super slow.
That one event was like $100 $20 just for that one event to go up to Fresno and eat.
I'm a stupid elevator.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, we went Dutch, so, but I was still pissed that I had to pay for my
You
half.
made your damn mother pay.
Yes. I didn't have a job. I didn't have a job, dude. I moved up here with nothing.
Yeah,
I didn't have a job.
yeah. I just told my mom, yo, you paying for mine $2.
It was her idea. Like,
Exactly, like, mom, you got
you
it.
got this.
You got it right.
You got this. Yeah, but no, I didn't. I was like pretty broke. I didn't have shit when I first week up here. I didn't have nothing.
Am I about to put you on blast again? Could you do the same thing with a girl, wouldn't you?
No.
No. Okay. Oh,
He's like, that was different.
let me say, I'm coming from Italiana. Yeah, I want to go up to the space needle. She coming to see you. You ain't gonna take her up there.
I mean, that's why I said it depends on the situation.
You would would you pay for it too?
It depends on the situation. I hope not.
I'll beat that booty. You don't give it.
Wow, because that was an earlier podcast. Nah,
The kid is gonna be like, so you gonna make me pay, really? You gonna make me pay?
God and her children.
Are you sure about
you're
that?
La Policia.
She's gonna be pistol whipping her kids at 3.
You do have the right to make sign. That's all I'm saying.
So yeah, Marcus, since Lakita said I almost missed you, do you have anything going on crazy?
What's happening with life?
I work at Boeing as a police officer. It's Boeing Police.
Oh yeah,
really just armed security.
I mean, that's good.
Is it like overnight gig, regular gig?
I mean, I used to do graveyards, but now I do day shift.
Okay,
so
that's dope. You got moved up.
Yeah.
Moved up.
They call it the prime time or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anybody try to hop over the fence and steal an airplane?
Nah, but I guess like 2 weeks ago. No, actually the 4th of July, right? I almost had to shoot 2 kids.
Damn.
It was crazy. So like, right, pretty much takes up all of Renton, basically. And right next to Boeing, there's a park. It's like Coulon Park or something like that. Right on the left.
Yeah, Coulon Beach. Yeah.
That's where they were doing the fireworks show that night. And we also have another park on the other side of Boeing. It's like, I don't know, you could just park there and just look over the water or whatever. And there's these kids that were, somehow they managed to get onto property from Coulon Beach, and they were shooting fireworks at the fucking planes.
Dang.
So I got dispatched over there, and these little bastards, it was like 2 like 14-year-old kids with like 3 grown-ass men, right? The grown-ass men were drunk. And these kids, they were shooting fucking Roman candles at the planes, and they started shooting at me and my boy. And like I drew down on this kid, and I was like, I will fucking shoot you, right? And then like parents or whatever they were, their uncles, they were like, yo man, chill out. I'm like, for one, y'all can't be here shooting fucking fireworks at Boeing airplanes. 2, don't fucking shoot no fireworks at me, dude. Like I will get, like, people get fucked up. Like there was a Seattle police officer that got hurt. Yeah, like he got hurt bad from getting hit with a firework. So
and we all know what happens when fireworks and drinking.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Right on the top of your head. That's why.
And then you cease to exist. We all know what happens.
That's some dumb stuff. Like why
don't be stupid.
That's what. As soon as you brought the story of 4th of July and Boeing, I was instantly thinking like they're trying to shoot some firecrackers at some jet fuel. That's all I was thinking.
Oh
about.
yeah, dude. Yeah. On the other side, actually, it's where they get the jet fuel from.
Yeah.
And they were shooting it directly over the tanker, and I was just like, this shit is crazy. And this was like 2 a.m. in the morning too. Like motherfucking 4th of July had been done. Yeah. The motherfuckers were shooting shit still all night. So.
That stuff almost turned into an Expendables movie, man.
Yeah, basically. I was looking like Terry Crews now. I like rip my shirt off and shit.
But yeah, I guess next up we can run to some articles. You ready, Hector? What's going
on? Yeah, man. So, have you guys heard about that fucking lion that got killed? The famous ass lion that got killed and shit. So that's some bullshit.
It's the sentence, that famous ass lion that got killed and shit. That sentence it speaks to me.
So they thought for a while, right? They're like, hey, look, it might be like some Spaniard fucking hunter or whatever that came through and paid some money. It was none of that. It was a white dude, a fucking American from like I think they said Delaware or some shit like that, man. And
Wisconsin. Wait, no. He saw a bear from Wisconsin also.
he's been fucking up everywhere. Like he's just been fucking up animals everywhere and shit. So this guy's a super rich dentist and stuff. And so what he did was, I read the story, man, and this is fucking disgusting. So what they did is that they lured him out of the park and shit, right? They tied like an animal to a dead animal to a car. They lured out the lion, made sure that he got out of like the park lines and shit, right? They fucking like took off his GPS and shit, shot him with the arrow, tracked him down, and then fucking shot him with a rifle like a day later. You piece of shit. Oh, he like just the biggest piece of shit. I don't know, man. I don't see that shit. Like if you want a fair chance, grab a spear and then fight the lion. Then you both have the same chance and shit. You know what I mean, though? But that's some bullshit. So, anyways, so
it would have been okay if you this regular Africa style did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel because right there and then though, that's at that moment, it's just you and the lion. There's no like, you know what I mean though? There's no like from far away, so he won't see me. No, fuck that. If you about to get this motherfucker, you about to get in his face and then get him and shit. You know what I mean? Like
he allegedly paid 50 G's.
Yeah, man. Like he got guides and shit. Yeah, he got guides supposedly, and the his spokesperson pretty much said he's like, look, he had all the permits, he had like everything he needed. As of right now, he's under investigation. Bullshit. And like they said, no, he's been going through like a whole bunch of like loopholes and stuff and doing all that type of shit. Like you said about the bear, he's done that shit before since like was it 2009, and he's just been. He doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean, though? He pays people off, and he's like, it's cool, man. Fuck it. I got these animals.
I ain't got to worry about it.
Like I said, so he also shot a black bear in Wisconsin. A theme here?
Yep.
It's kind of like an African theme.
Oh, shit.
Just say it. And I'm sure he would be willing to pay for some more African if he could.
Yeah. But so far though they got two people. They got two people that supposedly were one of the guys that helped the dude shoot the lion and shit. But I don't know, man. That's fucking disgusting, man.
Crazy though.
Yeah, that's just fucking like I don't know. That's way that pissed me off because I was like, for real, the lion wasn't doing shit. You know what I mean? Though it's like someone comes into your house and they're like, "You see that? I need his head and I need his skin." And you're like, "What the fuck?"
From
like,
what I heard,
leave the fuck alone.
Really love that lion too, cause like
he was fucking famous. Yeah, like,
yeah, it was similar.
Yeah.
It was.
I think I'm like, oh yeah,
that's the best way.
Shot Simba?
The best way to relate that story is to use the Simba, use Lion King reference.
Oh, Simba did all that work to become the king of Africa.
Well, they did say something similar. They were like, his name was Cecil, and they were like, he leaves behind like all his cubs, and they're just doomed. All his babies are doomed. Oh my god! Somebody adopt his babies.
But the next one, man, there's a Walking Dead beer coming out, and it's like an IPA. No, I don't think so though. But I think there was a beer before, like a little bit back, that actually had like brain pieces and shit in it. Like, but it was like cow pieces, I think, like cow brain. To go with the whole theme of the Walking Dead shit. But this one is made out of
some zombie brains in your beer.
What?
Yeah. Is this like that Foosgo beer, but instead of that Foosgo, it's just brain pieces?
I think so. I'm not sure.
It had cow brain pieces in the beer.
What the do with that?
Exactly. Like why would you?
I don't know. But anyway, so this new beer though, it's an IPA, and they're saying that it's gonna have it's made with blood oranges. So that's why it's called like The Walking Dead, and I guess the beer or whatever that showed up on the show a couple times, like in crates or like in the background and shit. But like the cover, it kind of looks like the comic book style. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they're saying like it's gonna be fucking good supposedly. I want to try it.
But I assume it's the pulp where people think it's the brains.
Yeah,
the pulp.
I guess.
That's what I'm trying to.
Other than the label.
Connect it. Yeah, it's the.
Well, the blood. No, it's just the blood oranges. That's pretty much it.
Someone needs to reference what a zombie tastes like.
Blood orange. I got you.
Yeah.
It tastes like blood.
What brain pieces were you talking about, dude?
That was another drink.
It was the pulp. Mm-hmm. Or wasn't it? I thought it was.
No, that was another beer.
Wait, it was an actual beer with brains in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it had like cow brain pieces in it.
It was called the mad cow disease.
Yeah. It's called getting the shits for a week.
Nope, I'll pass on that. I'm alright. Let me stick with the regular drinks that I know. I'm good.
You want to drink this Mac? How does he tell about?
You first. I'll give you a try first. We know how successful I'll be with that, right?
What else? Is that everything? Or?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's all I had this time. Yeah, I only got 2. I told you I was freeballing today. Yeah.
Did you drink on Ebola?
Does it look like what Ebola does to you?
No, I'm good.
Because it will fuck you up. That's why.
Hold on. But yeah, Mac, how does he, man?
You just break that like it's a topic to talk about.
Like, it was a major topic.
Ebola was too.
I'm trying to buy some time for this video.
Oh, you trying to set up a video?
I got you, yeah.
That Mac, how does he know what you know about that?
Oh my god.
But did you have a chicken flavor?
Chicken?
What?
What? Chicken flavored beer.
Yeah,
Chicken flavored mad cow.
Yeah, you don't know about that chicken flavored Mad Cow.
Not gizzards. Chicken gizzards.
It's made by Chick-fil-A.
Oh shit.
Which we still need to fucking go, man. At this point I don't even want to fucking go, man. Like,
Oh, so
Wait,
it's gonna be fucking like good.
we
Man.
get the new people on. So both of you guys, what are your guys' thoughts on Chick-fil-A?
Tina's gone. She lives in Maryland, by the way.
I know, right? Like, I have Chick-fil-A.
She's like, I got this.
They don't know what the hype
Why
is so
is there
special about it.
advertisement?
Happened in town.
Oh my god, damn.
They're showing me an advertisement. I don't want this damn advertisement. Okay, here we go.
But yeah, they don't believe the hype of Chick-fil-A.
I mean,
It is
Chick-fil-A
amazing.
It's cool, but have you guys ever had Raising Cane's?
No.
Shit.
And every time we bring this
Really?
up, someone brings up a new chicken spot that's like they think is bomber.
I mean, it's just. I mean, I had Ezel's for the first time today. It was really good, but I think, as far as Chick-fil-A goes, like Chick-fil-A has better things that they do with chicken, like the little breakfast sandwiches or whatever. But I mean, overall, the chicken at Ezel's.
So what's your guys' 5-star rating on
I
Chick-fil-A?
like Ezel's. Huh?
For fast food rating?
For Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
I give it a
5,
4.
probably.
I give it a 4. I mean, it's still good.
You said 5?
Yeah, I mean, I'm comparing it to other fast food. So I give it, like,
5.
yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I barely eat. I eat like 2 things.
I mean, to be honest, I
Tenders.
only eat like 2
That's
things.
what everybody
Right, tenders and the waffle fries.
Yeah, like, I don't know. If you're in the mood for waffle fries, they're damn delicious.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Have you
milkshakes are
guys
fantastic.
Ever had Zippy's Giant Burgers?
No, that sounds also like it would be pretty dope.
What? You guys have lived here for how long?
Where is it? I've never even heard of it.
It's in West Seattle.
See,
And they got
I'm
one in
trying to take no
Georgetown,
bus.
too.
I
They
ain't
got
trying
one
to
in
take no
Georgetown.
bus. If it ain't around here, or in
If it
somewhere I
ain't-
can walk to.
If it ain't across the street.
Bro.
Anyways, guys, my video is ready. And,
But is it good?
Yeah, you know what we should do? I'll take all of you guys in my car then, and we can just go to fucking.
Let's go right now.
I'm good with
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
the
let's-
podcast is over.
It's just
Podcast-
over. All right, guys. See you guys next week.
Let's go, club.
No,
Say sorry, Tina. We're going to get.
My bad.
okay, so
I understand.
speaking of restaurants, burgers, diners,
Bring it
Chick-fil-A.
on full circle.
Speaking of all that, you know,
About time.
an interesting thing that happened at a Portland diner.
is on Oak Street in Portland.
Damn.
It's a busy
Throw that on up there.
And the owner tells us that's partly why she snapped yesterday. News Center's Grady Trumbull is here to explain. Grady.
Amanda, I spoke with owner Darla Nujabauer today. She says she tried to kick a family out of the diner because there was a child screaming who wouldn't stop. The mother of that child, Tara Carson, took to the diner's Facebook page to complain, which sparked an angry response from Nujabauer. Now that back and forth has gone viral.
I might snap, and I do scream at times, but that's all it is. Just leaning over the counter and yelling.
Darla Nujabauer, the owner of Marcy's Diner, says she snapped Saturday at a young girl. It all started when her parents ordered her some pancakes.
ordered 3 for this kid, a 2-year-old. 3 pancakes bigger than her head. And then they didn't even feed them to her.
Neugebauer says the pancakes were out of the girl's reach. She wanted to eat them, but Neugebauer claims her parents weren't letting her have them. So the girl started loudly crying. Neugebauer asked the group to leave or take the girl outside, but they didn't. The girl continued to cry, lasting nearly an hour, Neugebauer says, and she had had enough.
All I said was I slammed my hands on the counter and I said, "This needs to stop," meaning her screaming. I pointed looked at me and she stopped. And her parents
Oh, man.
"Are you screaming at a child?" "Yes, I am." And she shut up.
Yeah, she's like so proud of it too, though. It's like fucking hard to scream in that kid's face.
Shut up.
What happened there? The worst experience. Adding, who in their right mind would behave like this unless you are deranged? Neugebauer replied to the post saying in part, I am blank crazy, and you are lucky I didn't get really blank nuts, because being physical is not something I cower from. Are you sorry?
I don't know if sorry would be the proper word. I might have used poor judgment. I wouldn't say I was sorry, because it stopped. When things stop.
She's like, it worked, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And so we're good to go.
Neugebauer is shrugging it off.
Life's full of choices, and you got to live with all of them. I chose to yell at the kid. And
She's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll do it again. If he comes back in this restaurant, watch.
I'm like,
That's what you would do,
that,
Brandon.
I probably would.
Oh, man, that's funny, man.
Not a dealer.
Neugebauer was getting a lot of positive feedback.
No, not. I wouldn't say that. But I just feel like.
We were able to get a hold of the parents involved. Tara and John Carson are vacationing in New Hampshire with
And of course, they're going to be more butthurt than usual, so they
but
can
John was
see what they can get out of it.
Coast Guard for a while.
Oh, Coast Guard.
And your people, it's like.
We like to try the local spots while traveling, but this visit left a sour taste. We spoke with Tara over the phone late this evening.
My daughter was crying. It was nothing out of the norm. And about like 10 minutes later, the owner was behind the counter and was like reaching over the counter and pointing at my daughter and like screaming in her face like, "Shut the hell up!"
But I thought she didn't curse though.
Because I've never seen behavior like this before. I'm like, "Are you really yelling at a child right now?" And she's like, "Yes, I am. She needs to shut the hell up." I was so stunned. I turned to my daughter and I was like, "Listen, this is how I'm raising you not to be as an adult. Like, you will never be like this when you get older." The waitress, his face.
She's going to be like, "Mommy, that was cool. I'm going to do that if I can get what I want."
And like the look of fear in my daughter's face when this woman was yelling at her, she looked at me like, "Mommy, why is this woman doing this to me?" And I felt helpless as a mom.
Man, shut up, man. Like, you know how many times I wish my mom would have just yelled at me? She would whoop my ass, man.
Shit at the end, so that you feel more of their case.
I'm confused though by all the pictures. I mean, is it a toddler or is it a child?
She says
the age difference.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of pictures of a toddler. I don't know about.
The restaurant yesterday, she says they paid their bill, even left their waitress a tip, but it's fair to say, based on their review, they won't be returning to Marcy's.
Right. It's really interesting to see how many people are weighing in on this from California to Florida.
So yeah, that's pretty much the story. Yeah, that stuff had me dying. I heard that and I instantly thought of Brandon.
Why would you?
The shit you would do, Brandon.
Because we talked about last week about the girl who, you know, she was mowing the lawn and her kid ran and you're like, "Oh, stop that kid."
Oh, yeah.
Way that kid.
Oh, yeah, it's the tape and shit.
I mean, I can't fight it.
Like the kid would have never left the house.
I would have tied him up.
See, no, that's what I was going off of. I know you're not. Party's not.
But this also brings me
you
like,
guys aren't hearing this.
and then for me, this also brings up another point though, which is if this was a black family, that kid would not be talking.
No, because
that
Mama
kid would not be
Mama,
crying.
like,
Yeah.
at the first few seconds of that, Mama would have been like,
Yeah, yo, that little child would have got that ass tatted up in the middle, in front of everybody, pants down, straight embarrassment.
Yeah.
Then people would have been like, "Yo, she beat the fuck out of her kid."
That would have been childish.
You know what I'm saying?
They
And
would've
then slapped her with those pancakes. That's what happened. Bro.
You want some pancakes, huh? You want some pancakes?
You'd have fucking like oiled her ass with like syrup and just went to. You know what I'm saying? Some hot butter, some grits.
Oh my god.
Like it would have got fucked.
It would have been a Medea moment.
Oh snap! That's crazy. Oh.
They would have got rid of that. They would have took that
Off.
Yeah, they would have took that off. Like,
Hector, Hector, you got any thoughts on this?
Yeah.
Look, man, I've gone through that shit with like people's little kids and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Though, when like hey, let's go eat somewhere, and then they got kids, and you're like, oh man, they about to be there. I was like, fuck, because like the thing is, you see though, you're like, bro, tend to your fucking kid. He's crying for a reason, right? Then fucking grab him, stop fucking eating and shit. You know what I mean? Like that bugged me though, because
don't just ignore them. Like
I mean,
man, don't fucking ignore them. Like tend to them and shit.
Hell at home, and they just tune it out in their brain, and they're like nobody else can
hear. So they carry that logical response to wherever they go, and it doesn't work in public, or it shouldn't work in public.
But yeah, it really fucking should. But that's the thing, man. Just fucking take care of your. I mean, like, grab a hold of your kids. You know what I mean? Though, like, if it's like, I don't know, like if it was me, if I was a parent and my kid's going crazy and shit, I'll be like, look, you go ahead and finish eating. I'm about to take the kid outside and walk with him or do something to quiet him down and shit. Because that's fucked up for everybody else too that paid and shit for that, you know, money and shit to eat and stuff. And you hear this little kid just crying and shit. Like I'd be like, man, shut the fuck up. Like if it was my kid, I'd be like, look, man, I did everything. Just yeah.
Like shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I just all I want to hear is the movie, not the kid. Unless there's a kid in the movie.
That's another thing though. Don't take your kids to non-rated R, man. That's the fucking worst though. Like hearing the fucking kid with like crying and shit, and she's trying to put him to sleep. I was like, they're screaming. There's someone dying. Like why the fuck is the kid here? Like take him home. I don't know. That shit just irritates me. But anyways, yeah.
And what about
I can't fathom children doing that. Like as a kid, like my dad volunteers to beat other people's kids when they yell like that. Like he'll be like, "Can you handle him? Because I will." Like he does that.
He would have been a diner in that case.
Yeah, he would have been that person. He wouldn't have said like, "Shut the hell up." He would have been like the parent, like, "Do you need help with this? Because I can help you." Like I can't even.
Yeah. Very hilarious. Yeah, like I said. Wouldn't happen in a black family. That's all, or any ethnic family would not help.
Yeah, my mom probably would have like karate chopped me in the throat. And that's what he fucking gets. That's what he fucking gets. He kept bugging me all this fucking time. So fuck that.
Probably been shot in the middle of the store or the restaurant. I'd have been shot and then dragged outside.
I wouldn't have been able to eat. She's like, you're not going to be able to eat after this.
So do you guys have any stories about that moment where you did act up when you got slapped?
I got one.
Plenty.
I got hella.
He said I got hella.
Alright, so I was like, I'd say I was like 7, right? And you know how kids are. You know when you go to the grocery store, kids are like, yo, I want to touch everything. I want fucking Skittles. I want Hot Wheels or whatever, right? So my mom specifically told me, she was like, when we go in here, you're gonna keep your hands on the cart. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't stray from the cart. You
don't touch anything. Stay next to me.
Your ass, right? So I thought I was gonna be slick one day, and I hopped in the cart. Like, I was just like fucking like reaching for whatever candy, right? Yeah. My mom fucking like, you know how you like pick the
what
cart
did I
up?
tell you, bro?
You know what I'm saying? My mom picked the cart up and was like, you left the cart. And my dad like, you can fuck out of me. And then like in the store, like in the middle of the aisle, right? And fucking, I'm over here getting my ass beat, and like all these white people like, going ahead. And like my mom was like, my mom like flipped the fuck out, beat my ass. Like what she beat me with was her purse strap. Like she took her purse strap off her purse, clutched it, and was whooping my ass with her.
They'll use what they can find, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I got thrown out of a cart, and then blamed that I left the cart because my hand wasn't on it. I got nasty with a fucking purse strap.
So you gonna do the same thing to your kid when you have one?
Probably not in the store. I mean, I was thoroughly embarrassed, but I mean,
it's just funny now in the 20th century we have to rethink about all that.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man, it's always hilarious. Yeah, that's all. I'm really like also this week. Brandon's gonna carry it.
I'm about to say, Brandon, you both got the same stuff. Have y'all ever had to pick a switch before? I was about to say,
pick
my
your own
thing,
and braid them.
No, and like let that sit.
Yeah.
They would soak it.
Yeah.
They would soak it so it'd be
So
like
that it would be fire.
Yeah. I did something to
Read
piss
that
my
shit.
mom
Oh
off
my
because
God.
like she had a big thing with giving lip. You do not give lip to my mom. Don't act like you got an attitude. Don't you act like you pay the bills up this mug. Like she flipped
a bill
off.
in the smoke.
She's like the whole concept I brought you in is where I can take it out. So one day I thought I had it. I was like, I'm on my shit tonight. I just gave her some lip. She's like, get outside. It's just like, what, you just gonna kick me out? Like, what are you trying to do? She made me walk down. You know where we were, Tina, on Downsville. Go down there, pick a freaking branch off that thing. She soaked it, and she hit me once.
See, that's a dilemma though, because you're like, do I pick the skinny one?
Yeah.
Or the thick one? Like,
It didn't matter what she soaked
No
it.
matter what size you pick, though, because they know how much force to use.
Yeah, she hit me
You have a
once.
smaller
She
or
hit me
bigger
once.
branch.
That's
Like,
all it
they know how
took.
to do it. Yeah.
But I've been hit with brushes when I have an
Freaking
attitude with my hair.
Lowe's 3-foot yardsticks. Like, I'm gonna get your ass.
Or the
'cause I
Board
know
of
you-
Education.
like-
And I had the Board of Education too. Like she wrote the Board of Education. Come on now. She had one of them with the holes in it. So no. Brandon, you good?
No, I had. Well, there was one time we were in a store, and we were walking through the checkout, and I like took some candy, purposely trying not to pay for it, and at first she didn't notice it until we got like closer to the door, because right after we got through the checkout, I put candy in the cart, but I didn't put it in a bag. I just like threw it in the cart, and she was like, what the hell is this? Like, we got no, literally, she slapped the shit out of me, and I fell onto the ground. Like, that's how strong hand she hit me. Like, I like moved a bit and fell on the floor. Like, it was that crazy. She was like, I want you to take this and go give it back to the dude, and I want you to tell him you're sorry. So, I took the candy. I was like,
y'all doing that cry too. Look.
I'm sorry. I
bumps all over your forehead, shit being knocked out.
It was crazy. I was like, I ain't do it ever again. I
probably couldn't even put a sentence together.
I was like choking, like, oh shit, I can't talk. I'm sorry, but I tried to feel it. It was crazy.
Yeah, like for me, like I'm pretty sure I hit a few times, but like I was over at my cousin's house, and they would always get smashed on, and that was enough for me to
be like, I'm good.
What happened? Like, no,
like, I'm good.
Hey, when you see like the biggest ass whooping,
I'm bringing him over to the house, let him chill, let him see it. You know, when he sees it, he'll be good. That's all you gotta do.
Fuck. Oh man. No, because that shit's happened to me. I see my cousin get whooped so cold. I was like, I'm gonna stay in this chair. I was like, I'm not moving. I'm like, I'm not hungry. I don't want to watch shit. I don't feel like playing with shit. I was like, you leave me the fuck alone. You see what happened to him? Skin came off. I was like, fuck that. I'm staying right here. I'm like, no. Just no.
Did y'all ever laugh at like a family member getting their ass whooped and you got one too?
Yeah. Because you were laughing.
You straight Mike Tyson.
And you think you gonna get away? Yeah, you're like over there.
Yeah, you go far away.
Yeah, what I do?
You're like,
fuck around, get popped at dinner from some shit about 6 hours ago.
God, they was just marinating on it. Like,
have your parents was just like, I know where you sleep, so you just think you got out of an ass whooping, right? And then you go to sleep, they come in there with those covers on.
Wake you up with a burn, like.
My mom whooped my ass one time in the shower. Like this, she had a belt, and I was like, I remember just screaming, and I just remember hearing this, like with the belt all over the fucking place, and I was just like, I was like up against the wall and shit. I was like, where do I go? I just get my ass handed to me.
I got duped in the ass whooping one time. Like I knew I was gonna get an ass whooping because I fucked up at school, and my mom was like, take a shower, and I was like, the fuck?
Why?
Yeah, and I was like,
oh man,
I'm not ready. Like I was in the shower, she came in there, I blacked out from that ass whooping. Like, oh, God,
hey.
like, yo, my heart was bumping so hard. Like I swear to God, dude, she like the door open like SWAT, and I blacked out right there.
Like, you know what's fucked up though is like that's how you know it's a good ass whooping when like right afterwards you go to sleep. You're like,
you just so done crying that you just don't know what the hell to do.
Exactly. You just
I'm so tired now. I gotta sleep.
And then that's it.
That's the only way I gotta go to sleep.
Oh man.
Kick the door open. I blacked out right then and there. I don't even remember the ass whipping.
Oh my god.
Yo, did y'all ever like put like socks or some shit in your underwear before an ass whipping to try and soften the blow?
I don't think I ever tried that. No.
Oh,
No.
I was a fucking master.
Should I put an extra jacket
You
on?
know what I'm saying? Put extra
Clothes,
underwear on.
extra clothes.
You know what I'm saying? Put like 4 pairs of underwear on and shit. Oh yeah. I just whipped to my back instead of my ass. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in there faking like it hurts and shit.
That's some other shit right there.
Oh man.
She tried to hit you and then you scream before she hit you. She said, "Oh hell!"
No, now I gotta get you double because you was lying.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh man.
That was kind of me. Like, I was a bit of a smart ass, and I was like, you're not going to make me cry. So, like, my dad was like, I tried beating you, but you just wouldn't cry, so that's why I would call your mom. So, like, one time, my mom, I said something smart to her, like I always do, and she slapped me, and I did not cry, but my ears were ringing. I couldn't hear anymore.
You're like,
I was like,
Oh man.
and I didn't cry. Like, I kept walking around, and my mom, she felt bad after a while. She was like, are you okay? And I was like, I can't hear. It hurt a lot. It really hurt.
Man.
oh shit.
come on, guys. It's 20th century. We can't do that no more. Come on.
I don't know.
Oh,
People
man,
can
that's
still be
fucking
disciplined.
I mean, we all got respect for our parents. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's how we came out.
I mean, we did pretty good.
Yeah. Well, we deserved it at the time.
I'll tell you this though. My mom, I think, was the one that hit me the most over my dad though. I think because like my dad hit me one time at like I threw a tantrum, I remember, and he grabbed me by one arm. He hit me so fucking hard, and made me spin by one arm and shit. Like it fucking I remember just like hurting like a motherfucker. I was just like spinning and shit like by one arm because just picked me up and shit. And like the last time I got my ass whooped, I had it come in though. Like I'm not even gonna lie. One time, I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, she was fucked up. I was hanging out, you know, when you hang out with different kids and shit, and they get away with a lot of shit, and then they're like, you should probably try that too. And I was like, I don't know, man. They're like, no, just try it out. And I was like, fuck it. So I was like 13 or some shit, I think, 13 at the time, and we went out to go watch a movie, and I didn't come back till like 1 something in the morning. And like, you know, this is before, you know, cell phones and shit, so I had to call my parents on a payphone. I lost, you know, like all my used up all my change, didn't answer and shit. So I was like, well, fuck, I'm stuck here. So I went to a friend's house and shit. Finally got a hold of him at their place. My dad was like, hey man, he's like, go ahead. I'm like, what do you mean go ahead? He's like, no, go ahead, just go through the door. And I was like, why? And he's like, no, just go ahead. So I'm like, this is kind of fishy, right? I was like, I don't know, man. So I get in, my mom's just like waiting behind the door, and like she closes the door, my dad's just like outside, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she has this like big ass belt in her hand, and I'm like, and I kind of freak out, and she's like, why the fuck were you late? And my response was, so I'm turning into a man, okay? I was like, I'm 13, and I was like, I'm getting hair everywhere. I'm like, I can do this if I want. Woo! Woo! Look, man, I remember like fucking feeling that back of that belt like just fucking like whoosh behind me, and I just started dipping it through the house, and I'm like going through like furniture, over couches, and I'm like doing like amazing shit, and she's like missing. I remember just feeling that air just fly through and just, and I'm like, oh, and I remember like I got into my room and fucking like closed the door and didn't have no lock, so I was just like behind the door holding it closed. She's like trying to open it. She's like, open this door, like open it. I'm like, no, I can't. I was like, not till you leave. I was like, you need to leave and put that belt down. She whooped my ass the next day though, like early in the morning. It was like 6 in the morning, and like she's like, you fucked up. And I was like, no. Grabbed my sheets and just whooped my ass at like 6 in the fucking morning, and she went to work.
Did you and my parents go to the same ass whooping school, Doug?
I think so. Yeah, I think so though. Oh man.
Flashbacks and stuff. What is it when you get out of the army? PTSD, man.
PTSD. I'm not gonna lie though, I can't hear that loud like, because I'm like, ooh, I'm like, someone's getting fucked up. I'm like, who's getting fucked up?
Oh man. That was hilarious though.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I guess I'll roll into the few I got. They're pretty quick. But so, who among us, who out of the drinkers, would you prefer Bush or Rainier? The people who drink it.
I mean, it's already it's already like fucked up.
Rainier. Yeah.
Probably Rainier.
So this story is pretty old. I mean, it happened in 2004, but
I got a video played there.
It got recent traction, and so it like recently reappeared. So I thought it'd be funny, and I'd never heard of it. But this was in Baker Lake, Washington, so it's up here. Basically, there was this bear.
Baker Lake, a camera may get tipsy, but this was a bear on a beer drinking binge.
We call him Rainier Bear.
Brian Hadaway discovered the beast passed out on the resort's lawn. Then heard complaints from campers of busted coolers, a picnic plundered.
He was a little drunk.
A little drunk?
A little drunk.
The 140-pound bear pounded down 36 cans of beer, mostly Rainier, and for some unexplained reason ignored the Bush.
Yeah, tried one, opened it up, tried it, set it down, and went back to the Rainier.
Fish and wildlife officers soon arrived, tried to herd the animal out of the campground, treed him twice.
It was probably up there 4 or 5 hours just sleeping it off. Feet just kind of tree.
Sergeant Bill Hunt says the bear climbed down and lumbered into the woods, only to return the next day. The solution? To trap and remove it, using sweets for bait along with a beverage.
And of course the
Another
bear
Rainier.
had preferred. So that's what we put in the trap and got it the very next morning.
The bear was eventually released high in the Cascades, hopefully far enough away that he won't come back to be tempted once again by his favorite brew. At Baker Lake, Chris Lagares, Cairo 7 Eyewitness News.
I've never heard of an alcoholic bear before.
Me either, and that's what caught my attention. And I instantly thought of the California bear.
He's just getting fucked up on Rainier.
Laid over. But no, I thought that was funny. I'm like, if the bear can choose the better out of two horrible situations.
They both taste like piss.
Well, it's just because you haven't developed your palate.
I don't develop my palate for piss.
Develop a palate for Rainier.
One's lighter.
One's lighter. But no, I thought that was
like
funny.
piss and the other one's like piss water. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go with piss, go with full strength.
Yeah,
piss.
exactly.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have the strongest piss ever.
That's what I'm saying, right? If you're gonna
straight up yak piss.
That's a bad situation. Like,
We're just cracking up at your face right now.
I'm dehydrated for like 5 days, like fucking.
Yeah.
And then in a similarly kind of related drink story, well, it's not alcoholic drink, but and I think this was like a few days ago, but in Rancho Cucamonga, California, there was this 18-year-old dude. His name is Santini Tate, and basically there was these girls with a lemonade stand.
Oh, we got the video.
Yeah, see, I tried to keep videos for most of these to make them speedier, but. Yeah, you got the video.
They set up shop here in front of Terra Vista Elementary School, and in the end, they proved they're not ones to be messed with.
It's homemade and delicious.
A prosperous day selling lemonade soon turned sour for best friends Chase and Julie.
We thought it would be a good idea and it would be safe, but until that happened.
They whipped up a batch of lemonade and set up shop a block away from their homes along Mountain View Street and Terra Vista Parkway, a busier intersection. Figured they'd get more customers, but a patron turned predator is one thing they didn't expect.
He looks hot, he looks sweaty, we should probably give him something.
The girls say a young man approached their stand and told them he didn't have any money. He looked sweaty, like he had been running. They felt bad for him and gave him a free lemonade.
He just walked away drinking the cup of lemonade. He was like this, gave us a thumbs up.
Moments later, the guy walked back, flipped over their stand, stole their money box.
What the fuck?
$30 of the cash.
We were going to run after him, and we started to, but then we didn't know if he had any weapons on him.
The girls say a woman walking by saw one of them crying and called police.
You know what? Smart-ass little kids, though, man.
In the meantime, Chase's brother saw the guy running with the box and confronted him.
After we took the box and started walking away, he started getting very hostile.
Luckily, within 10 minutes, an officer arrived and arrested 18-year-old Santini Tate.
It's not something you think is going to happen when you let your kids go sell lemonade in their neighborhood that we love.
Yeah, lemonade
And the
turned
girls
even
say
more
they're
sour.
not sure whether or not they'll start selling lemonade again anytime soon. And as for that alleged thief, he was booked under strong arm robbery. In Rancho Cucamonga, I'm Lena Bovian, KTLA 5 News.
Can I say something? I've never understood the point of lemonade stands in the summertime when it's hot as fuck, because all that does is dehydrate.
But see, when
people don't know that.
and kids don't know that / think about it, and so you just lemonade is like summer drink.
I mean,
so it's like
Scott said.
no, it's like I'm gonna go make some lemonade because hopefully I can make some money.
I mean, I'll
People
just give
don't
him
think
a dollar and keep it fucking nasty as lemonade. You know what I'm saying? But
He said donations.
No, I hear you, because that's the trick. They want to keep coming back for more. So it's like, damn, I'm still thirsty.
Next time, have a better drink.
Next time you have it right near.
I'll just drink piss in front of him.
See? See, there's always better options.
The original.
I made my own lemonade. You know what I'm saying? This is homemade.
This is true homemade. Wow. Well, you know you can flavor it depending on what you eat.
And the police would be on you right away.
Golden shower. What the fuck would you call
That's
it?
some South Park stuff.
South
South
Park.
Well, first of all, if I had a little stand, even if I was kid style, and I saw some shady dude, A, I would not hook him up. I would not hook him up. And B, I would be watching him like, this guy is hella shady. I'm kind of nervous. And I would not have my money that easily jacked.
They're just trying to be
Especially
enterprising little kids.
He has black dudes like that, like in that fucking bitch ass nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah, my man, you ain't supposed to.
California. Yeah, what you doing over here? You're looking for some opportunity.
If anyone looked like a lemonade stand flipper, it was him. Like I can just imagine him like
He had that look about him. I'm about to start some lemonade.
Have you guys ever done something, either a lemonade stand or something?
No.
I tried.
Nah, I mean I did. It wasn't lemonade. I mean I just sold waters, but that wasn't lemonade.
Yeah. Went out and did that for 2 seconds.
Yeah, it was just at a.
When you were a kid and you were thinking you were a pro.
Yeah, I was like 13 or 14. Me and my brothers were out there selling water.
And then Tina, I heard you say you tried. So what
I
happened?
tried. Well, Stephanie knows where I live. Like, I live in the middle of nowhere. So, like, my sister and I had the lemonade stand set up. We were all ready. And, like, 2 cars went by in an hour. And we went back inside. So that was it.
I lived like half a mile away from you, so it was like the same shit. Like, it was just like, what would you do?
Nobody. No sidewalk. No friends.
You gotta try, right?
You could feed the raccoons, maybe.
Well,
I mean, Dara was like, are you giving it away, or...
So I got really good at origami at one point, and I tried to do an origami stand.
Fuck yeah, man.
Fuck.
And, my mom's crazy, and she supports me in this not craziness.
Yeah, good shit, man.
And I think she made we went and bought hella arts and crafts stuff.
Like, we're about to make bank on this. You don't even know this shit. To get investors.
So, and I had all the library books already, so I did a bunch of different things. And then my mom, she took each one, and she made a menu, all the origami guys.
Oh, good shit, man. Good shit. Wait, so can you make the cranes right now still or nah?
Crane, no problem.
For real? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, he's like, look, you need to tell the wings move. Oh, shit, Tim. Just...
What's
the special crane?
Yeah.
The whooping crane.
I remember. I forgot a lot of them. For sure, I forgot about them. I could pick them up honestly in 2 seconds. Google search. Anyone can do that nowadays. So my mom took me to over here. We have a park called Green Lake, which is a really popular park.
Yeah.
And first of all, she took me, and I'm just sitting out there as a little kid, and just like I'm an elementary style, and I'm selling origami stuff.
Selling origami.
Origami
at Green Lake.
Yeah, at Green Lake on the path.
Oh man.
Like on the walk. Yeah. So people bought stuff. I can't remember how many of them that day, and then I was sitting there selling them, and we were semi worried though, because if the police come, they're gonna be like, you can't.
They're gonna flip over the table too though.
Oh, man. Oh my god. So we were thinking about that, but then there was one lady who put in the order. Who does this? I'm a little kid.
Like, I want 30 cranes.
By the end of the day.
Yeah, and she wanted what are those those dangling things over?
Oh man.
Like the I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like the chandelier.
One's like a dreidel,
yeah.
and then it just got like a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, you know, like a chandelier type thing, basically. And she wanted like a crane chandelier thing. And I had no idea how to make that. And she gave me like $20 in advance. And I never went back down there again.
Nice. I just made some money.
Fucking hustle right there. That's what you fucking hustle.
The hustle.
But no, man. Oh, that's fucking hilarious, dude.
I was selling for like 50 cents a pop, $1 a pop. Because it was made out of real origami paper, so it looked super fun. So.
That lady still goes down to Green Lake every day to see if you're still there. Yeah, when's he gonna come back?
She probably find that kid.
You probably thought it was a thing that happens all the time at Green Lake, you know, like Pike Place Market, you know, origami market.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny though, man.
That shit.
But yeah, that was that's my my lemonade stand story.
You gotta make that money, man. I can't fault you. Just don't go back and be like, I didn't actually make your origami. And then this next one, I don't think there's a video, but
first of all, who would buy origami from a black kid?
Exactly. Which raises the question: how did you make any money that day?
I don't know how I just must have looked like cute little kid style. That's the only way.
You had that hair probably.
Yeah,
that fro.
You know, my hair.
He had that fro when he was
afro,
younger.
curly hair. If I sold it.
Steven Universe.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll win over. That'll win even the most hardened person over, right?
Exactly. Okay, sorry.
No, you good. You good. We got hella time. But so this next thing was in Spotswood, New Jersey, and so there was this guy. Basically, the people that live in this home were taking out their trash, and this guy basically snuck in their house while they were out taking the trash, and he hid under one of the beds. And he was just like, basically, he stayed under the bed for like 3 days, and he was just charging his.
Fuck.
It was like, so basically, the guy. Okay, so it says the guy was arrested and charged with criminal trespass, burglary, blah blah blah. He was discovered by the homeowner after 3 days under the bed, where he was like charging 4 cell phones, just like cycling out 4 cell phones, charging.
Oh yeah, so
yeah.
So you got TV for days, Netflix.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but basically they found him because they heard like a noise or something. He wasn't sure what it was, and so he like checked under the bed. Dude was like, he scared the shit out of him. Dude was like just under there.
My question is, what was the noise though?
Well, they don't. It doesn't say what.
Good night, daughter. Good night. Good night.
They heard a ring. What
was that?
He heard an erroneous ringtone that wasn't his. And he was like,
what is
monsters in my bed. No monsters under your bed.
1,500 times, honey. There's nothing under your bed. Oh.
There really are monsters, and they sleep under your bed. And they're angry looking black dudes, apparently.
He's crazy looking.
That one, it was just a random shit. I was like, this is stupid as hell.
No, yeah, I'm really curious on what the noise was. That you gotta know.
It was. They didn't say. I wish it was a video, and they had.
When he started up Netflix, like, right? Oh, I started it too early, y'all.
I was watching my Game of Thrones on my one of 4 phones, 4 split screens.
He probably knows their whole schedule now.
Oh, of course he does.
Oh, that's fucked up, yeah.
The wife goes to work on Tuesday.
Trash goes out on Thursday. But he didn't make it from one Thursday to the next. He was only there for 3 days. He coughed or something.
Like, how did he survive though? Like, did he eat?
Because it doesn't say, but I would assume that at some point when the family wasn't home, he's probably eating their food.
Yeah,
like
that's how you do it.
Yeah, and just goes back under the bed. I'm like, fuck, why? Just gets out and goes back under the bed like for what? It was so stupid.
To be the boogeyman.
He's got to be fed while the family's away. That was
the original Monster Inc. right there.
Original Cookie Monster, yeah. That was
Monster Inc. for life.
But that was some crazy shit. And then this other thing, you probably have already heard about this, but apparently Bobby Christina died a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if I'm sure y'all were probably up on that.
So
but
this is Whitney
more
Houston's
suspicious,
daughter?
yeah, in the suspicious way, same way that Whitney died in the bathtub. They don't know if it was like.
You know what happened?
Yeah, they don't know if it was drugs, but they found her unresponsive in the tub.
It was some dude under her bed, and she came out right when.
Yeah, it scared the shit out of her, but she was already down there. But yeah, they
see the police coming now.
Yeah, there they go. They coming for it. But that's pretty much it, though. I just wanted to rehash that. I didn't know if y'all were up on that.
Well, I guess that's. Next up, let's roll into some entertainment. What we've been watching, playing, doing. I will start first with Brandon. Oh, whatever. Brandon, Lakita, somebody.
What have I been watching? I'm late to the party, but I've been watching Orange is the New Black.
Okay, season 1.
Yes.
Yep.
Swirl.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No.
This shit is funny. What's her name? Black chick, the heavy black chick finally leaves. That's the episode I just left off on. Yeah. So.
I haven't watched.
It's pretty good. It's good. It's funny.
I've only seen season 1, and I heard season 2 and 3 are not as good.
Well, I mean that's what I heard too, but like I didn't
like
think
season 2 better because it goes into like the other characters' backstory.
Yeah,
if you look at it that way.
It was one of those things where I waited so long because I was like, I'm not gonna like this shit. Why am I gonna watch?
It looks bad from
the
white
outside.
chick.
Go, yeah.
Like, this is the stupidest plot I ever heard of.
That's why I waited so long to get on it, and then after I ran out of shit to watch, I was like, all right, let me go back. And it turns out it was pretty funny.
Did you see Donna from the '70s show?
Who?
Donna. That's the girl she used to go out with the other girl.
With a Piper?
The girl that sold the drugs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's Donna from the '70s show.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot. Oh, putting it together.
Yeah, it makes sense now.
Okay.
She's different color hair. I think that's what throws it off.
Yeah.
Alex?
Slightly. No.
Oh.
Wait, is it Alex?
Yeah, that's Alex.
Okay. I'm thinking about the kitchen lady's daughter.
Oh.
You know that girl that wasn't she like responsible for some drugs or something, which we found out later?
I don't remember.
I think.
That.
Okay. I think something like that. But no, the one with the redhead, scraggly, like
Red?
Not Red, but Red's daughter.
Red doesn't have a daughter.
Red doesn't have a daughter anymore.
Are you sure you're watching this show?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, or what's the I can't remember the fucking
This
character.
is Hispanic.
No, it's not Hispanic.
Yeah, I don't know who you talking
Yeah.
There's only one mother with her daughter in there. That's it.
Yeah.
But okay, so then this the chick that she's a redhead with like scraggly hair. She's only redhead on there, long scraggly hair, not red, because red has short hair.
I have no idea.
Well, it's like like not as red.
She's struggling.
Does she kind of have a raspy voice and weird looking eyes?
Yeah.
I know who you talk about, but she's not a daughter of anybody.
Oh, maybe I got that wrong.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, she was the other drug person. I thought,
Yeah,
she
she's like a meth addict.
talking
She's a
about,
meth
yeah,
addict.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name or any of that. But yeah,
Hair is like brown, dog.
it's reddish, ain't it?
Red is red. She has red ass hair. Like,
Red hair, yeah.
Man, who am I thinking about?
Anyway,
the show's good.
What's your 5 star rating?
Probably a 4,
4 to 5.
because I'm only on the first season.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll probably go down.
And next up, Lakita, what you been watching, playing, doing?
Nothing.
Always watching
Or
police
doing.
officers.
you know I'm busy, so
That
I
can be
can't.
taken multiple ways.
Wait, what?
Next up, what's up, Marcus? What you been doing? You watching, playing, doing, listening?
Nothing really.
No music?
I just been on music. I mean, I can talk about music all day, but
who's hot right now?
no one right now.
Okay. Who you been listening to?
J. Cole.
Okay, J. Cole, the newest album?
Oh, Forest Hills Drive?
Yeah.
Kind of, but he has this guy that's under him, under his label. His name is Boss. His name is Boss, and he has another guy. No, I'm not gonna put music. No, Boss and Omen. They're two people that are under J. Cole's label, so they're pretty tight.
Okay, so you're listening to them?
Yeah.
Okay, how you rating them? What's your 5 star rating for them? Kind of hard to rate.
That's a 3.5.
3.5 for both of
Yeah,
them?
they're pretty good.
And then where you rate J. Cole?
J. Cole's a 5.
5.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, J. Cole's.
And let's go across the airways. Hector, what's going on?
So they released Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and they said they were gonna release that shit in October, but they released that shit early.
I saw something
And
about that recently. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the story and shit so far, everything it just pretty much goes back to like if you know the story and shit, it goes back to the bite of '87, which is like a big thing they kind of like go back to in every fucking game, and they throw the shit all over, and you finally kind of find out how the fuck that happened. Now they have these little fucking 8-bit games that you kind of play through every fucking night, and through those nights, it's just really fucking sad, man. You're like, God damn, you're like this little fucking kid is being tortured and shit. You're like, what the fuck? It's pretty good, man. It's creepy. Like he did it differently and shit of just being in one spot, looking left and right, doors open and shit. So now you got to run 2 doors and stuff and like light it up and like look behind you to see if nobody's behind you. You got to run to this closet to see that there's nothing coming out, and
harder.
you have to listen. Yeah, it's like you have to listen to like breathing and shit. And then if you turn on the light and you like turn on the light, open up the door, the shit gets closer and closer to you. So you got to like close the door and then wait for it to like stop breathing, and then you can go back to where like it's creepy shit.
This is all a smartphone game.
Yeah, they put it on. Well, for right now, I think it's only on the PC though. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's and shit. But like later on, they usually put them on like tablets and.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her nod when she started talking.
Yeah.
So, what's your rating on the newness?
They said they're gonna have
the first one.
I don't know. I think maybe a little bit just because the story goes a little deeper, and they're gonna have DLC in like August and shit. So you're gonna find out more of the story and shit and more. That's what they got me in though. I just want to know what the fuck happened with everything. It's like most of the story, but
gameplay is why it feels smoother.
Yeah, it feels a little smoother and shit. Like from what I've seen so far, like it looks just
graphic wise, is it any different?
Huh?
Graphics wise, is it any different?
Yeah, it's better graphic wise too though. Like he just
and soundtrack same different what?
Soundtrack is pretty much just quiet. You just hear the loud noises and shit, and it's just like and that's pretty much it though.
More sound effects. It sounds like.
Yeah. But I give it a 5 out of 5, man, just because the story's pretty fucking good. Yeah. The next one though, man. So there's this fucking show called My Giant Life. I annoyed the shit. I annoyed the shit out of my sister with this fucking thing, cause like, so it's about like these girls that are all like 6, 7 and taller, and every time they come up, I was like, some sister, I was like, yo, I was like, check this girl out. She's 6'9". I was like, she's only 17. Come check this girl out. I was like, what the fuck? And so she's like, man, you need to shut up. I was like, you don't see this shit? I'm like, you're not amazed that she's 6'7" and she's like tall as shit? And so it pretty much just goes like in their lives, like that they get stared at.
Because she wants to be that tall.
The other one, yeah, she wants.
But it's fucking crazy. This one chick has like a specially made cutting board that has to be like 13 inches off her fucking like her countertop, because if not, it fucks up her back. I was like, for real?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking crazy.
Table is taller.
Yeah.
Everything. Everything's got to be taller.
And like, there's this like one family.
Mentioned it, I was instantly thinking like, man, buying clothes must suck.
All custom,
especially female clothes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's one of the things they talk about, and like they have to go like get custom made shit like everywhere. They have like tailors so they can get custom made stuff or whatever. And this one chick that they show in the show and stuff.
What I hear now is, oh, you in the WNBA? They probably every day. They probably said that. Are you in the WNBA?
You play some.
No, all jokes aside though, it happens to them every fucking time in the show. Like anywhere they go, they're like, "You play professional basketball?" They're like, "No, but thank you." They're like, "I played at college level, thank you." And like keeps going over and over, right?
I'll be like, "Yeah, I used to play in '63 or some random."
yeah.
Look that old.
Yeah. But there's this one chick that her whole family's tall as shit. Like I think she said like her brother is like 6'9", she's 6'7", and her little brother's like 7'1". And I'm like, how the fuck do you keep getting taller? I was like, what the fuck? Anyways, so it just kind of goes through the whole life and shit, man. I thought it was cool. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was real fucking cool because they're like, they have to get all types of special made like stuff, and if it's a bicycle, it has to be specially made for them. If they go like. This one girl goes like, look, I eat a shit ton. She's like, I eat burgers, meat, steak, potatoes. She's like, that's my meals. I was like, fuck. But this one girl's going out with the dude. Huh?
For real.
Burgers, steak, and potatoes. I could survive on that.
Yeah, bro. I was like, marry Mary.
Just can't get some of that.
No, but like this one chick's like, she's going out with like some dude who's like 5'8", and this man for real has to get up on like a little stool to kiss her every time. And I thought that shit was kind of funny though, because every time he's like, "Oh, let me grab the stool real quick," and he gets on the stool and he gets up there, and he's like, "All right, see you later."
He's probably like, like normal height, like 5'10" or whatever.
He's 5'8", yeah. He's 5'8", and she's like 6'7".
Really like his women.
Imagine that shit. I was like, hold on, let me climb the rope real quick. Damn it, it's like shit.
Like, yo, my girl fucks me, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much. I mean.
Wait, you don't gotta get in the ladder in the bedroom?
I just gotta extend the bed, like.
I'd have like rings in the house. I'd be like, I just hang from here and I just kiss her. But anyways, man, this show, I give it a 4 out of 5 though, man. Just cause like, there's some shit that I was like, all right, I get it. It's, you know, I'm like, can we see some other shit though? Like they're like, this is
like Madame watching tall people, or is there like some ratchetness, or like, you know,
well, like
or something?
Like, well, no, it just kind of goes through their lives and shit. But like so far since I watched the first episode, they're like introducing everybody, and I'm like, let me get some good shit though. Let me see. I was like, there's this one part they showed where like this one girl was waiting for a date, and this guy shows up, and he's like, that's her. And he's like, no, fuck that. He takes off the mic. He's like, get me out of here, man. He's like, take this shit. He's like, I don't want to be here. And he just fucking leaves. And I was like, that's not till episode 3, and I'm only on 1. So I was like, fuck. I'm like, I want to see what the fuck happens. So far I'm in though. Not gonna lie, I'm fucking in. I want to see that shit. The next one though, man, I finished watching Tut. That shit's fucking good, man. I recommend it to her. 5 out of 5 off the back, man. Like, yeah, that shit's fucking good.
So it ends good.
Well, I mean, it ends like you know how it supposedly, you know what I'm talking about, like how it ends in the history books and shit. He gets fucked up, he gets like a leg infection from a broken bone and shit, and then it's that whole show, man, is nothing but grime. Like it's just like people backstabbing each other, like people just like yeah, man, fuck that dude, go kill him. Like a whole bunch of shit like that. Yeah.
Real life Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones in Egypt.
Yeah. So, like I said, man, 5 out of 5. It's like 3 episodes, 120 minutes long, 121, 25, whatever. But I fucking recommend it, man. Go. If you got some time, just watch it. It's fucking good. The next one, huh?
Is it an HBO or something? You know?
No, it's Spike TV.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah. The next one, man, I watched this one weird show called Atlantis. I don't even know where the fuck this show was trying to go, man. I give this like a 2 out of 5 just because I'm like, the fuck are you trying to do? Because the whole thing starts off, there's a dude in a submarine, and he's like, hey, man, look, he's like, my dad went down there, I'm gonna go find him. He's like, make sure, man, to be safe, whatever. The dude hops in this like one-person submarine. He goes down, and he's like, oh, there's a light, and he ends up in the island. He's like, I don't fucking know what was going on. I was like, who the fucking why? And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I kept watching it, and it's just the more and more it kept going. I was like, I don't want to watch this no more. But I started this shit, so I'm like, I gotta finish it. Maybe it ends strong. I was like, maybe it ends strong. It's gonna be like, I kind of watch the next one. No, none of that. It's I give it 2 out of 5. Atlantis, BBC America. If you want to go watch that, man. Like
I was expecting something high. Like
I was just
no, that was it. That's the same thing I thought too, though. That's the same way I felt. I was like, that was some bullshit. I was like, I just spent like 30 minutes watching that shit. Like,
no, yeah, I was like, I haven't seen anything. Anytime you hear Atlantis, it ends up not being that great.
Except for like the cartoon movie and shit. I think that's what. That's it, though.
But it's always like, if you know anything about the story of Atlantis, you're expecting a lot lot, and then you
When
I hear Atlantis, like water people, bubble city, and some randomness.
The other thing too is like they had like a 2-headed dragon, and I was like, so y'all, I'm like, you guys trying to be like mythology shit or what's going on? So I don't know. Anyways, the next one, man, Key and Peele finally came out with their last season. They announced that this is gonna be their last season, and they're kind of going like different ways after this one. So I've been watching it so far. It's good, man. So far, it's been fucking good. Every fucking sketch they've had is fucking hilarious and shit. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of like the Chappelle Show, and I'm like, I'm gonna miss it when it's gone and shit. So I give it a 5 out of 5. The last one though, man, it's a show I was watching today. It's called The Legend of Mike Dodge, and it takes place here in Washington. And it's about this dude who just straight up lives off the wilderness, and he lives up in the Olympic Peninsula. This motherfucker, man, he brushes his teeth with pine cones, and he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I got a barter. He's like, I see that log. I'm gonna go trade that for some pants.
There's a survival show with the what's that show? The Man vs. Wild.
Yeah, but instead this guy actually lives like in the fucking like forest and like the Olympic Peninsula and shit in Washington. That's where he stays at. Like that whole forest, that's his place. And it just kind of goes like, you know, a day through him and shit. And like he has this one medicine man. He's like, I got a toothache. He's like, put that clay in your mouth. It's minerals. You'll be good. Just like random shit like that. He's like, there's one part where he's straight up like he has his horn and he's just underwater, just like breathing through that horn. And he's just like breathing. And they're like, they try to get him like, they're like, hey man, what are you doing? We need to film some stuff. And he's like, I'm meditating. And he just goes back in. I'll tell you, man, I recommend this too though. It's funny, 5 out of 5. And the dude's actually pretty fucking funny and shit. Like he's just fucking hilarious though. But yeah, that's it for me though, man.
Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty interesting. Just because it's based in Washington, that's the only reason I want to. Because it's Man vs. Wild reality style. Earthquake Tina, how's it going over there?
I was expecting her to say something.
I saw like I don't have my glasses on, so I saw something moving like across the living room, and I was like, I don't know what that is.
Ghost.
It went under the couch that I'm sitting on, so now I'm kind of panicked. Like I don't know what it is or where it is. Oh, and I was like, what is she?
What the hell is she doing?
Like it looked like a long brown blur, and I don't recognize that as an insect.
Oh, okay. It's a bug. It's not like, it was like a rat or something. That was
she would have screamed if it was a rat, probably. You would have heard.
Nah. The country in me would have been like, okay, it's a mouse. Oh fuck, we got mice. But it looked like a long, I don't know, a walking stick. I don't know. I can't see it anymore.
When she got no movie, see how mad she got for a second. She just like, fuck.
Yeah, you look pretty frustrated.
I was like,
so have you been watching, playing, doing anything?
I don't necessarily watch TV. I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of Let's Plays.
Okay.
What's happening now is Games Done Quick. If you guys are privy, it's a charity event all week where people just do speed runs of various games.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, right now they're in the Castlevania block. I think I'm going to set my alarm for 6 a.m. so I can watch Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts was some good shit.
So you watching these guys and you're like, man, I wish I could be that pro.
I mean, like, some of it is like, how the hell do you find these glitches? Like, the best ones to watch were Tetris, which was last night. Super Monkey Ball is a great one to watch.
Oh,
like,
that's a good one, though, yeah.
Yeah, like, the dude will just be like, okay, start the level. If you wait 3 seconds and turn. And he's like, all right, now we're done. Level's done. It's like, what the? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Because, like, there'll be, like, a rotating platform that he knows the timing of. And it's like, how many times have you played this game?
Yeah.
So like, the one I have to watch tonight, because I missed it, it was, like, last night at, like, 2 a.m., was Bioshock Infinite. Okay. So there's a lot of glitches to exploit there for some reason. And tonight is Castlevania. I don't really care about Castlevania.
He's like, nah, I'm alright with that.
Yeah. So, that's what I've been watching.
Have you been playing any games yourself?
Nah, I'm broken. I'm cheap.
No mobile?
If any, like, no, I play like Geodefense and Neko Atsume. Like, those are the games that I play.
Okay.
What are are you defending some Jews?
Geodefense is like a little strategy money management game where you like creepers come in.
Geodefense is money management. I got you.
I think that's the worst thing I ever heard on the show.
I got you.
No, like they give you like here's $50 and you buy a bomb and you buy that and you like stop the creepers. That's Geodefense.
And since you're obviously a big anime dude, any watching any animes?
No.
What was the last?
I'm old school. When was the last time I watched an anime?
What was the last anime? Either one.
Whichever one happens first.
Oh, Attack on Titan.
Oh, Attack on Titan.
That's a good one, though, yeah.
But, like, once the season ended, I read the manga and I was like, no, I don't support this anymore. So I stopped.
Okay.
Oh, and Parasite. I watched Parasite. I watched Parasite and then I read the manga to the end, and I said, oh no, I don't support this anymore.
What is Parasite? I don't think I ever heard of Parasite.
Yeah, me neither.
Parasite was around the 90s, and they're just now like remaking it. So if you've seen like a GIF of this woman standing in front of a man and his like face turns into a monster and eats her head, That's Parasite.
I was sure that'd be like Silent Hill or something, but yeah, that sounds.
I get into that. I
It's like
Silent Hill, Resident Evil type stuff.
Yeah, parasites fall from the sky and they infect humans and they make humans eat other humans. And like the protagonist is like a guy where the parasite didn't infect his brain, it infected his hand. So he talks to his hand and his hand's like, "Oh, there's people coming to eat your head." And
gonna eat today.
yeah, and they fight.
So yeah, sounds like that's everything. Everybody.
I just wanted to ask you guys one thing. As far as entertainment wise, have you guys watched the show called I Am Jazz?
Yeah, man, I watched a little bit of that shit. Yeah, I did though. Forgot about that.
You were staying on TLC.
I can't do it. It's like basically it's like this. She's like 12 or something, right? She's like 12. Or 13.
Yeah.
She's a transgender. She was a boy. She was born a boy, but she got her little operation done, and now she's a girl. Yeah, and I don't really agree with that show. It's like she's a fucking 13-year-old kid, dude. Like, don't.
Oh, that you just based on her age. That's what's kind of.
No, it's based on her being a transgender.
No, I know, but why do you not agree? Because she's so young doing this.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you don't fucking showcase. I don't give a fuck what Kate.
Because she's still deciding in her mind.
See,
yeah, exactly.
that brought about
and that's
a lot of
it's
stuff.
just fucked up. Just like she's 13. Don't broadcast her life like that. Like,
No,
she's
no.
having a hard time.
Yeah.
And she's gonna have to go through all those hormonal changes and the hormones that she's taking and everything. So,
she's getting paid though.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking true though. Yeah, I feel like I'll wipe my tears on my convertible.
It's like, did the check clear?
Yeah.
Her mom has all kinds of Botox and shit.
Then she's probably coaching her.
Oh,
yeah,
I've already experienced it myself. Let me help you through it. Like,
oh man.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter as long as you got the check. You know,
At the end
if
of
they
the
weren't
day-
getting paid, then I'll be
at the end of the, I know if it was just like a pro bono piece, at the end of the day, you got that money.
I mean,
Got that check.
you should support it so she gets more money, so she can have her own network.
Yeah, what would they call it?
Trans kids.
Yeah, trans kids.
people.
Trans. It would be on PBS. It's pro bono. It's PBS is the only station that does stuff like that.
Why I don't know what's wrong. Anyways, everybody, that's the show. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe on itsnuffa.net. You can always search us on Facebook and Twitter at itsnuffa. You can find me on Twitter. I'm Kid1Afro2. Hector, you are
Gorilla_Smurf.
Tina, you are
A Ticket for Two.
Ticket for Two. Marcus, you got that pro rapper name?
Yeah, it's Mac Steez. You know what I'm saying? Mac and Steez.
Okay.
Cheese. I was like,
That would be funny too.
I mean, mac and cheese, but I it's Mac and Steez.
And so you can always email us at itsnuffa@gmail.com. You can find the show on iTunes and Stitcher, and you can always go to our main site, itsnuffa.net, and you can always call and leave feedback at 971 BE-NUFFA. Till later, everybody. Peace out.
bye.
All right.